Hi, this is Rosemary Mangum. Rosemary Ray Mangum with Talking in the Closet. And this is like a medical suggestion for myself. I don't know how it is for other folks. But y'all remember Boxer. Y'all remember my first silicone baby Boxer. And she been with me for a year and so. So she went with me to my brother's funeral. And if it wasn't for her being in my arms and right there beside me and my granddaughter, I think I would have cried my little heart out. But I just kept rubbing her back, and I start rubbing my granddaughter's head, and I start rocking back and forth. So when I start rocking back and forth, that means I'm getting upset, and I'm either going to start crying, or I have to get up and walk outside, or something like that. But my silicone is like a support doll. And when I get frustrated, like I told my son, you don't whoop children out of anger. And you don't want to fuss at folks, and you don't want to be hollering and fussing and stuff around a small animal or a small doll or a small baby or anything like that. And so I got hurt October the 12th. Went to the emergency room, went to the urgent care. Urgent care sent me to the emergency room. And I came out the emergency room on October the 13th. October the 14th was Chris Breezy Brown's concert. I couldn't go because I was damaged or injured. And so October the 15th, Seal came. This is the new one. This is Seal. And she's a BZ doll, like I told y'all. BZ, like Breezy, BZ, it have his facial features. And I'm blessed to have that. But what I'm saying, it's a support doll. My baby sister is a psychiatrist. And I was going to see how do I go through a psychiatrist to get a support doll, approved for people that have, like, I don't have anger management problems. I get upset and I hold everything in. Or I sit there and I rock and I rock and I rock. And then when something severe happens to me or my family, I just start crying. And I'm not a person that will cry easily. I won't. But if somebody that I love and care for get hurt, oh yeah, I cry. I cry. Or I feel that someone hurt me so bad that I need to cry, I cry. And that redemption song that R. Kelly and Breezy and Rose sing, Redeemer, he hear our silence cry. But sometimes my cry is not silent, but he hear that faint cry. Sometimes we have a faintful cry. It's real faint. Only he can hear it. Not the people around us. Only he can hear it. And so I'm trying to get her to help me get a support doll approved for, you use psychiatrists for a lot of mental things. And sometimes if we can get over the physically hurt, let's get this mind back strong that you can move the arms and you can move them legs and stuff like that. Something that your brain can't, pick up sometimes. Like the back of my head, I got hurt and the back of my head was fractured open. It was fractured and the skull was cracked. And I don't remember everything, but I remember some things. And so when I remember something, and if it's good or bad, if it's bad, I would sit there and rock, and sometimes tears would come out my eyes. But I would pick up my box and I would hold her. But when I be going through things like I went through about my brother, this baby right here, this boxer right here, this baby right here helped me out a whole lot, and I think it helped my family out too. And when I got hurt and couldn't go to the concert, when this dog came, you talking about a happy little soul, I was happy again. So God said, joy comes in the morning. And so each day we look for joyful. We look joyful. Everything that's joyful. Everything is joyful because we woke up. And so I'm going to see how I can go through her for her to do the research and tell me how I can do it down here in Wake County. And maybe I can get it. It have to be approved through a psychiatrist for a doll or a dog or anything to be support for a person. So, to keep somebody busy, keep them from twiddling their thumbs, keep them from biting their fingernails and stuff, there are lots of things. But they still have to be looked through a psychiatrist's eye in their view to see what's the good or what's the bad about it. So why couldn't I ask a family member that's a psychiatrist? I can ask all the questions, but she can't treat me, but she can give advice to others. Does that make any sense? Does that make sense? I don't know if I turn around and ask my mom and dad, do it make sense? Or do I ask my big brother and big sister, do it make sense? So, it's my support dolls. And I love them. They're my babies. They're not even supposed to be called dolls once you get them out the box. They're your babies. So, I love them.